The history of the computer. The history of the computer starts with the English writer Richard Braithwaite, who came up with the word compute means counting or computational to compute. Richard Braithwaite is an English writer and poems who first wrote in his book about the computer, the word computer, and then come up with the history of the early computer. First, during the 1930s, 30s, and 40s in Germany, Konrad Zuse was developing a series of automatic computer calculating machines. They were almost entirely mechanical and store program, but they were controlled by the public tape, old film release, hand punch, and then followed by the early calculating computer machines from the Abacus to Babbage. The abacus, there is a long history detailing the invention of computing and calculation machines. The earliest recorded calculating device is the abacus. It uses a simple computing device for performing arithmetic. The abacus most likely appeared first in Babylonia, now Iraq, over 5,000 years ago. Charles Babbage, known as the father of computer, along with the Lovelace, credited with inventing the first mechanical computer that eventually led to more complex design. His varied work in other fields has led him to be described as preeminent among the many polymaths of his century. And then analog computer. The analog computer is a form of computer that uses the continuously changeable aspect of physical phenomena such as electrical, mechanical, or hydraulic quantities to model the problem being solved. In contrast, digital computer represent varying quantities symbolically as the numerical values change. And we go to the digital computer, any other class of device capable of solving problems by processing information in discrete form. It operates on data including magnitudes, letters, and symbols that are expressed in binary code, for example, using the two digits of 0 and 1. The modern computer is the original family of typeface used by the typesetting program TeX. It was created by Donald Kraft with his Metafont program and was most recently updated in 1992. Computer models or variants of it remains very widely used in scientific publishing, especially in disciplines that make frequent use of mathematical notations. And then transistor. A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify or sweat electric signal and electrical power. It is composed of semiconductor material usually with at least three terminals for connection to an external circuit. A voltage or current applied to be one for the transistor terminal changes the current through another pair of terminals. And then integrated circuit. An integrated circuit or monolithic integrated circuit, also referred to as IC or chip or microchip, is a set of electronic circuits on one small plate chips of semiconductor material, normally silicon. This can be made by smaller than discrete circuit. Made from independent electronic components, ICs can be made very compact, having up to several billion transistors and other electronic components in the area the size of a human fingernail. And then mobile computing. It's a human-computer interaction by which computer is expected to be transferred during normal usage, which allows for transmission of data, voice, and video. Mobile computing involves mobile communication, mobile hardware, and mobile software. Communication issues include hog networks and infrastructure networks, as well as communication properties, protocols, data formats, and concrete technologies. Hardware includes mobile devices or device components. Mobile software deals with the characteristics and requirements of mobile applications. And then store program computer. A store program computer is one that stores program instruction in electronic memory. Often the definition is extended with the requirement that the treatment of program and data in memory be interchangeable or uniform. And then machine code. Machine code or machine language is a set of instructions executed directly by a computer central processing unit, CPU. Its instruction performs a very specific task, such as load, jump, or an LIU operation on a unit of data in a CPU register or memory. Every program directly executed by a CPU is made up of a series of such instructions. Numerical machines code is, for example, not assembly code, may be regarded as the lowest level representation of a compiled or assembled computer program, but as a primitive and hardware-dependent programming language. And then programming languages. A programming language is come up with the new era of the computer. It's a form of computer language or construct language designed to communication instruction to a machine, particularly computer. Programming language can be used to create programs to control the behavior of a machine or to express algorithms. The earliest known programmable machine preceded in invention of the digital computer and is the automatic flute player described in the 19th century by the brothers Musa in Baghdad during the Islamic Golden Age. And then computer fourth generation, or the end of the short story of the computer. The period of fourth generation was in 1971 and 1980. The computers of fourth generation use very large-scale integrated VLSI circuits. VLSI circuits having about 5,000 transistors and other circuit elements and their associated circuits on a single chip made it possible to have microcomputers of fourth generation. Fourth generation computers became more powerful, compact, reliable, and affordable. As a result, it gave rise to personal computer PC revolution. In this generation, time-sharing, real-time networks, distributed operating systems were used, while the high-level languages like C, C++, database, and others were used in this generation. The main features of fourth generation are VLSI technology, and then some computers of this generation were start at 1000. And that's all the short story of a computer.